Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a everyday neutral natural no makeup just getting ready video in a while, so here we are. Okay, I always get so many compliments when I have the simplest makeup on, so I'm going to try and break it down for you guys step by step. Okay, first, primer. Now I use the e.l.f. primer. It has sunscreen in it because I'm lazy and sometimes I forget my sunscreen, so we just gonna do 2-in-1 and then we gonna go right into the brows. Now I have changed my brow method at least 3 or 4 times since the last time y'all see me, and my dog is saying hi, y'all. Sorry, but y'all, I have changed it up like at least 3 or 4 times since the last time y'all saw me. But right now we are using the NYX brow pencil, and as you see, it goes on like butter, baby. Okay, I can't be mad at something that go on like butter, honey. I can't be mad at that. But you're just gonna start with your brows. You want to start with the bottom line. I think this is the easiest method. If you just start with your bottom line, draw it out, draw it down. And you want to start at the beginning and then draw your way to the tail. If you go from the tail to the beginning, the product kind of adheres or sets or oxidizes to your skin just a little bit too soon, and you're unable to move it and manipulate it any. So I go from the front to the tail. That's how we do it. So you see, I'm just filling it in because the tail is the most important part of the brow. Okay, so that is where I need my brow to be the darkest it's gonna be, is right there on that tail, darling. Okay, so I am making sure, as y'all see, I'm getting my arch all the way arched up and filled in, because again, that's the most important part of your brow. Now, I am still drawing at the beginning of my brow. Y'all can't tell, but I am drawing a lot more lightly, a lot less pressure, a lot less effort towards the beginning of that brow, because we want to fade it out. We ain't trying to have a Nike check mark on our face, okay? So from there, you see, I am taking the spoolie part that comes with this brow pencil. Oh, I love brow pencils that come with a spoolie. Make my life easier, boo. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to blend that product forward. As you see, I am holding my skin, tighten it up a little bit. That way I have complete control to blend that excess product forward and create that ombre effect. Now, to create the actual brow with concealer. Now, with this part, this is the hardest part for beginners and people really just learning how to do their brows. So take your time at this step, but this step literally makes your brow. It takes it from night to day, baby. So all you can do is really take your time. All you're doing is coloring in the lines. You remember when you was a kid and you had that color book and you had to color in the lines? It's the same, but you coloring the outside of the line, not the inside of the line. That makes sense? Yeah. So I start with the arch as I did when I was filling in the brow, and I kind of just clean it up. You can go in one big swoop, but if you're a beginner, go a little bit by little bit. This little bit of the tail, then a little bit more of the tail, then a little bit more of the arch, and then bring it forward and then blend it out. Bada boom, bada bang. All right. Then you're going to go on top of the brow and do the same thing. Now, in reality, I would recommend that people use a concealer 2 shades at least, or 1 shade lighter. Either way, a concealer that is lighter than your actual skin tone underneath your brow. And then a concealer that is pretty much the same color as your brow. You can even use foundation in some instances, depending on what the foundation is. You can even use foundation on the top of your brow. But either way, lighter underneath, same on top. And if you do it that way, especially if you're using colored eyeshadow or any eyeshadow of any kind, really, and it's not just a nude look, it really makes that color pop because it gives it that fresh arch look with that lighter concealer. Okay, but we're going for our natural everyday look, baby. So we ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that foolishness. Okay. So I'm gonna take that same concealer that we just lined our brows with, and I'm gonna put it right there on my lid, baby, and we're just gonna blend it in. Now this part right here it's unnecessary for some people, but for me it's necessary because my eyes are black. It's chalk, baby. It's chalk black. Black as a chalkboard. There we go. I was born with naturally dark eyelids. It's me. Take it or leave it, okay? But just to even everything out, I go ahead and put the concealer, the same concealer that I used on my brows. I always use the same concealer I used on my brows on my lid. Otherwise, you mismatch, and then you got to blend that out. And then there's just more work, and who want to do all that? Not me. Right, okay. So I am just making sure everything is even. Go make sure you're getting into that inner corner, especially if you have eyes like mine that kind of start hiding and poking. Ooh, booger. Hiding and poking right there. In the more, what am I trying to say? In your inner corner of your eye. Yeah. So make sure you're getting all that product in there and making sure it's nice and even. Then we're going to go right into the foundation. Now, I was kind of stuck on the foundation sticks for a long time, y'all. You know, I was stuck like glue if you've been following my page, y'all. But I have moved on. Mainly because I get makeup for free because of my job. But I got this foundation from my job as a gratis. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I ain't finna get fired talking about it. But I got this foundation from there. It is by Covergirl, and as you can see, it gives me a very nice light but full coverage. It's not cakey and it's not too heavy, so I fell in love and been using it ever since. But if I don't mention the products, y'all know it's gonna be where? In the description bar down below. Bookie, right? So again, coming in now, this step you can use a different concealer than you did on your brows. Most people do, because you know, different concealers, different methods, different solutions. But I am using all the same concealer because I am feeling this at 6 in the morning when I am on my way to work. Okay, I'm not gonna be grabbing 1,800 products. I'm not. This is gonna be my realistic, simple. Get ready with me. Okay. I'm for real. But I go ahead and use, oh, look at my new puppy, y'all. Her name Queen. Ain't she cute? But I do use a lighter concealer right on top of that same concealer just to brighten up my face a little bit more and add more color to my face. And then if you see the outer edge of my eye by my brow tail, yeah, y'all see how I just made it a straight line with that concealer upwards? It just lifts my face. Y'all see how I got that instant facelift when I did it? You just kind of drag it up, and then that, it, like I said, it lifts your face. You see the difference between the left and the right? Night and day, baby. Night and day. Look like I got some sleep on the right side, and that's what we going for, okay? New puppy ain't for the week. All right. But just making sure that we're blending everything. Went on ahead and used my finger because, like I said, the inner corner of my eyes, I have a very pronounced nose, and my nose comes out even at the bridge at the very top of my nose. It comes out pretty far, so it kind of leaves that inner corner of my eyes kind of tucked away. So I always have to make sure I get all my product and everything in there. Now, this is my contour powder. This was the best hack I have ever learned, and I don't remember where I learned it. I watch makeup videos on every platform. I follow all the famous makeup artists everywhere. So I don't really know who I picked this up from, y'all, but now you picking it up from me. You're welcome. You're welcome. But that that contour powder is going to act as our eyeshadow today. And look at that, night and day. Look at that, left and right, night and day. It just brings everything together while leaving everything neutral and no makeup. You see what I'm saying? So from there, I'm going to take that same contour powder just with a contour brush, and I'm going to begin working it right in my contour area, which, if you don't know, it's right underneath that cheekbone. Right when you smile and that cheek is fat, right underneath there is where I need you to put that contour powder. And you see I am tap in, baby, because I am trying to build that color up without spreading it first, okay? Now, we going to introduce a new member to the makeup team, this e.l.f. liquid blush, baby. Now, I normally don't follow TikTok hypes or viral hypes or anything of that sort, but this blush right here, this blush right here is blushing. You see, I was kind of nervous a little bit because I did pick up the real orange one. I meant to pick up a different shade, but I was committed, y'all. I was committed. So I picked up the orange, and so I did a little bit, and I was like, nah, that ain't it. So I put a little bit more just to build it up. I'm not trying to get it lost. I'm trying to just add a little bit color to my face without being dramatic, like, ooh, cheeks. You see what I'm saying? So I went on ahead and added just a little bit more, and you see I am tapping, tap, because I need it to blend and oxidize and become one with that makeup that is already existing on my face. I need everything to blend into one and without any harsh lines. So y'all know how I feel about them harsh lines. We don't do harsh lines. It's not cute. So you see I'm still tapping. Y'all will see me looking up, down, side to side, because as I said, and as I always recommend, always have many different focal points of view for looking at your makeup. So I am looking in the camera, I am looking in the mirror in front of me, and I'm looking at the mirror on the wall. I am looking at every angle to make sure I ain't missing that. Because, you know, these haters ain't gonna tell you nothing. You can have a mark right in the middle of your forehead. You think these girls gonna tell you something? No, baby. They gonna be like, ooh, look at the mark on your forehead. No. So we gonna make sure we get all of this together. If y'all see me looking down in this video, by the way, I'm looking at my new puppy. She is obsessed with me, but mama gotta work. Mama gotta get this bread, honey. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. But as y'all see, after I went on ahead with that blush, I went right in and under my contour and make sure that contour wasn't lost. So I went on ahead and cleaned that up just a little bit more. And then we're going to come in with our finishing powder underneath our eye. Now, this finishing powder by Black Radiance, I swear by it. Not only on camera, but in person, it just cleans everything up and it makes everything so crisp, y'all. Like, it just looks so neat and so don't tell me it don't look like I got a filter on. Don't hate. Tell me it don't look like I got a filter on. Right. So that's the power of this finishing powder right here, baby. It just brings it all together, and I'm in love. So I am just making sure I am tapping again, y'all. Tapping. making sure I am really building up that powder and making sure everything is blended. Now, when you're doing this, you also want to look up, which I think I cut that part. I don't know why. I sneezed while I was doing it, my bad, y'all. But you also want to look up while you're doing your setting underneath your eyes, because it gets right in that groove, especially if you have creases or bags or anything. You want to look up, because that it gets that makeup into those little crevices that you miss. So you see those harsh lines right there? I'm gonna fix it, don't worry. But right now we are blending out our contour with our setting powder for our foundation, which is the same color as my skin. The finishing powder is lighter than my skin, and the contour is darker than my skin, for those that did not know. Okay, so then I'm gonna fix those harsh lines right here with a fluffy brush, coming in with that same setting powder, finishing powder, under eye powder. Okay, I'm coming in and I'm tapping, and I am just cleaning up those harsh lines that were created by that blush. So now I'm going to do a very quick, very simple nose contour. It is not technical. It is not super detailed, but it gets the job done. Now, I have a honker of a nose, baby, and I love it. But we just like to shape her up a little bit. We just like to fill her in. So you just want to come right here, right where you see me, right in this crease at the beginning of our brow, heading into our nose. You just want to put your contour powder right there. And you see how it's just bringing in the bridge of my nose. It's just giving it definition, giving it form, and giving it shape. Then I'm gonna come in with that light concealer that I used under my eyes, and I'm just gonna give my nose some highlights here, baby. And I noticed some stuff that still wasn't set, so I came in with some more setting powder, okay, and a pencil eyeliner. Y'all, I never thought I'd see the day that I fell in love with a pencil eyeliner, but the charcoal and the smoky matte finish that it gives is something a liquid can't do. And when I'm doing my everyday makeup, I don't always want to mess or hassle with liquid eyeliner, because you have to then wait for it to dry. I have to pull out the face fan, and it's just, I look up, I mess it up, I gotta start loving it. It's just not worth it sometimes. But you see how, boom, it just brings the eye together just so easily, effortlessly, naturally. And this pencil costs $1. You feel me? This wasn't my pencil, costs $1. It's the same pencil that y'all used to see me use on my brows, the magic pencil, and then on my lips. I used to use these pencils for everything, y'all, because they're just that good. And I don't care that they cost $1 and they're by Wet n Wild. I don't care. What works. Don't hate. But so I'm going to do the same thing on my other eye, just fill in that eyeliner, and then I am coming in with some black eyelash glue. I know y'all don't see me use that very often, right? But since we are using black eyeliner, I figure why not? You might as well. You ain't gonna be able to see it. But I do not like black eyelash glue because it does not stick as well. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care what company it is from. It does not adhere as much as the clear lash glue. It just doesn't. It's just a fact. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do it. But for this little temporary, I don't plan on working out or crying or extenuating myself. So it'll get through work. It'll be fine. And then you see me cleaning up my nose right here, cleaning up that powder, cleaning up that highlight, and you'll see how it just made my nose just look. Here's a side view. Yes, baby. It just made that nose photo finish ready. Okay, then we're going to come in with my highlight that I didn't actually use on my skin, just my nose, because I was in love with that blush and I didn't want it to take away from that blush, okay? So I just put it at the tip of my nose and at the bridge of my nose and just blended it in, because makeup is what? An illusion. So this illusion is illusion that my nose is perfect and straight and defined and... Okay, don't play with it. Coming over with some finishing powder that we use underneath the eyes just to bring everything together, so there's no harsh lines, there's nothing sticking out, there's nothing, obvious. That's all. And then we're going to come in and pop these lashes on. Now, I didn't realize I grabbed my lashes with the rhinestones on it, but I guess since we're doing natural everyday makeup, the rhinestone lashes don't really make a difference. It just gives it a little pop, baby. But you see what I was talking about with the lash glue, baby? Now, my duo don't play. My duo, that lash would have been stuck. But I was out of duo at the time. That's why I used the eyeliner. But we worked it out, and we since have purchased the duo. We are back duo, baby. I'm a duo girl. Okay. But we go ahead and pop them lashes on, and then I am going to take cute girl, you is cute. Yes, man. I'm going to go ahead and go underneath my eyes with that same eyeliner. Now, this is completely 100% unnecessary. As y'all see, I look perfectly fine without doing it. I just wanted to do something a little extra to my face. So I came on in very lightly, a very, very light, thin layer with this eyeliner underneath my eyes. Now, there are applicators, of course, that you can buy to smoke this out so you don't have to use your fingers. I have the applicator, but was I finna find it at 6 o'clock in the morning? Absolutely not. So I just went on ahead and made sure I got the product that I wanted in the place that I wanted it, and I took my little finger, baby, and we just smudged it on out. Smudge. Smudge. Now, if this was a tar in high school, we would have put that highlight in that inner quarter of that eye, baby, and we would have been rocking. If you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. But to do the lips, we're going to go ahead and do what? Set it, baby. Set it with some setting powder because it gives everything something to adhere to, and it gives you just a clean slate. That's what we're going to say. It gives you a clean slate for your lips. So I'm going to come in with that same liner that I used on my eyes. I don't care if you think it's gross. It's my face. If it was a client, I would have 2 different ones, okay? But it's just me, so I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. Baby, we're just going to follow. We're going to follow my natural voluptuosity, okay? If you want to overline your lips, go ahead. This is the perfect lip combo to actually overline your lips and have it look very, very natural, okay? So I'm coming in and just filling that in, making sure I don't lose that dark outline, because this, y'all know I love me my 90s mix, baby, okay? Then we gonna come in with the lip gloss right there on the center and rub them lips together, baby. Rude. Rub them lips together, baby, okay? Just like that there. Make sure neither color is lost. We got plenty of both, and then we gonna mix them together, and boom. Bada boom, bada bing, you was at work, baddie. All right, y'all, here's some pics of the finished look. Make sure you like, subscribe, and see you next time.